Dieting is quite simple. Eat less and lose weight. But what if I told you there are some extreme hacks you can apply to your diet that will make eating less an absolute walk in the park? So let's cover these 5 tips, starting with number 1. Use ice in everything. Now this isn't going to be some like weird stupid jokey thing, just like crunch on ice when you're feeling hungry. Like we're not this desperate, we're not this anorexic here. I'm not going to tell you to start eating salt with ice, bro. You can relax. But you can use ice to make a bunch of low calorie concoctions, and one thing I used to do is make this like weird protein ice cream where you add a little bit of guar gum, add some ice, a little bit of milk, frozen berries, some sweetener. It would taste fantastic. You'd get like a big jar this big of ice cream and it'd only be like 300 calories. You can add it to drinks, you can like finish a Coke, munch on the ice a little bit, and just do this throughout the day. There's various different cold foods that you can make with this. And for the summer, this is perfect, for when everyone's trying to get lean for summer, get their beach body on or whatever. This will be amazing. Now, one thing I'll inform you here is a lot of these are going to be like weird, unorthodox tips taken from people who are anorexic. I don't think you should follow these as much as they do, but being someone who started off overweight, I wish I realized that these anorexic people do have some weird quirky hacks that I could take, use for myself, and get myself in normal shape. We're like on two ends of the spectrum here. I was super fat and there's some anorexic person. If I use some of their tips, incorporate some of their lifestyle into mine, I will become normal shape. If they incorporate something from my life, they will become normal shape, right? So if we can just pick and choose from the two extremes, we can get into the middle. Number 2, oats. But not just any type of oats. A great way to use oats was soaking them for a very long time. Think of overnight oats, or one that I would use is I would put up 100 grams of oats, I would boil it, and then I would also microwave it to where it expands and even takes up more water. So you can get from 100 grams of oats like half a kilogram of food, which is like a pound if you're from Burgerland. Extreme volume, super tasty. You can add some like protein powder into there, you could add some flavorings into there, and it tastes amazing. Number 3, diet soda. Now you can do the obvious, drink the diet soda, have it here and there, but although I do think this is the best use of it, it isn't the only one. I have to come clean that in the past I've used diet soda to make freaking popsicles. On a hot summer day when everyone else around you is eating ice cream, they're eating all this tasty food that you can't eat because you're fat and you want to lose weight, I had to resort to making diet soda popsicles. It was the only way I can, not cave in to all the pressure of ice cream. And another thing that I found online was like low calorie brownies using diet soda. You can still search this up. It's an amazing recipe. You can get like a whole box of brownies for I think like under 200 calories, which was crazy at the time. And I definitely used this more than once. Number 4, powdered peanut butter. I absolutely love this one. I don't know when the last time I ate this was, but during my steepest deficits, I definitely ate this. Especially if you love peanut butter, this is fantastic. It's the same thing. It tastes very similar, maybe just a little bit less fatty. You add some water to it and it turns into peanut butter. It has half as much calories as regular peanut butter. You can use it in the same way as any other peanut butter. It has much more protein, and overall, it's just an amazing swap that you can use that will remove tons of calories from your diet if you are eating peanut butter. And lastly, number 5, flavor drops. So the ones that I used to buy were from My Protein, and they were amazing. I use this in almost every single weird like diet anorexic food that I would make within my deficit. These are primarily made for coffee, but coming back to the old ice smoothie that I was talking about, you can use it there. You could have like a strawberry banana tasting smoothie by just using some flavor drops, and all these are is just some artificial sweeteners with a little bit of flavoring. So I'm saying it goes real hard in coffee. You can add it to like Greek yogurt that's unflavored. You can add it to your protein shakes. It's all fantastic. And this I still sometimes use throughout my day-to-day life, even when I'm trying to gain weight, just because it genuinely tastes quite good. Now, one last thing I'll leave you off with, you're gonna have to realize that a lot of these diet foods are only gonna taste about 80% as good as the real thing, which honestly isn't that bad. You're gonna have to find foods that you enjoy. Of course, the healthier foods aren't gonna taste as good. All of these other junk foods are primarily manufactured to get you addicted and hooked to them. So if you're trying to find a diet that's healthy, that tastes just as good as the junk food, you're never gonna find it. So you have to switch your mentality. As long as it tastes 80% as good and you're getting all the health benefits from it, that should be more than enough. At least that's the way that I like to think about it. If you want to jumpstart your weight loss, press the first link in the description, join our free Skool group. There's courses in there, a bunch of like-minded people. I'm soon gonna make this paid, so if you join now, you'll get a free lifetime membership. If I gave you anything of value, consider subscribing, and don't forget to stay savvy with your diet.